Well, hi, this is Sue, the Soggy Stamper. It's Friday afternoon. It's time for my fabulous Friday Facebook Live, and we will be starting in just about a minute. I'm really excited to show you this beautiful card that I discovered this week from something that somebody else had shared, and I am excited to show it to you. Be with you in just a minute. I had my cheat sheet with all the measurements on it, and of course, couldn't find it for a moment. But here I am, we're back, and this is the card we are going to make. It folds flat so you can mail it. You can either fold it, depending on what your decorations on the front are, you can fold these flaps either way. And it looks complicated, but it's really quite easy. So I want to first show you the designer series paper. This is the Fancy Flora, a 6x6 paper pack. It comes with 12 different designs, double-sided, 4 sheets of each for, I believe it's $12. So anyway, this is one design, and this is the one I'm using today. And there's the back side. This one, and the back side. This kind of just very artistic. Just the artist put splotches of paint onto the canvas. And there's the back side. The colors are just really awesome. I like this one particularly, and I used that as part of the card. I'll hold that out for you. This looks like an impressionistic flower and a lovely back. Again, an impressionistic garden. This could be water with flowers along the side, maybe some daffodils. And a nice bright yellow on the back. This is the kind of painting I think I would enjoy doing, because I love to play with colors and just if I could sell artwork like that, I might even try it. Here's the back side. Here's with some more purples, turquoise, and yellow. If you look at it this way, there's the path through the garden and flowers, pink flowers, and a little bit of yellow flowers in there. And the back side. And this one. And there's the back side. These roses are gorgeous. And I contemplated using them on the card, but decided to go with a different design. And here's another floral bouquet. With these, all you need to do is just put your designer series paper on a card and a label with a greeting on it and a few embellishments, and you have the most gorgeous card with little effort. So the measurements, the basic thing of this card is the card base, and it's 8 inches by 5.5 And we score at 2 inches, and we score at 6 inches. And then it's cut between those two score lines, 1 1/4 inch on each edge. Then we turn it back around and we score at 3 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, and 5 inch. So let's do the card base. This is just the template. So let me get out. So here's the card base. It's really interesting. You can use this trimmer either way you want. But for me, I just like to have the trimmer on this side. Maybe because I am left-handed. Okay, so I have already scored the two. So I placed it at 6 inches and scored all the way down. And I placed it at 2 inches and scored all the way down. Then I turned it and I put on this side of the track, I put it at 1 1/4 and I cut between the score line and the other score line, like that. Then you turn it around and put it at 1 1/4 again, and you cut between those two score lines. Sorry if my head got in the way, but it's hard to see it otherwise. Then you turn it back, get the trimmer out of the way, and we're going to score just between the score lines of the cuts now. I score it 3, then we're going to move it over to 4, and we're going to score from the cuts to the outer edge, there and there. Then we move it to 5 inches, and we score just on the inside again, like that. I have a little bit of a thread there because I repositioned after I'd already cut it. And now we're through with the trimmer and the cutter. Okay, so this is the 2 inches here, and that folds this way. And take the bone folder to make a nice sharp fold. Same thing on the other end. So now we have a gatefold card. Okay, now these on the 3 inch score line fold mountain folds, and these are mountain folds. So they're all mountain folds. And when you close it up, you've got like that. And you can score these to make them good and firm. It's a little bit inaccurate with my scoring there, it looks like. Or you can score it, turn it the other direction too. I'm going to turn this over and score along here too. Okay, so there's our basic card. All we have to do now is to decorate. So I have designer series paper. This pattern I cut this die from. Oh, let me show you the die set that I'm using. It is the Sentimental Park dies. I really love the floral dies, and this die fits in underneath these here because these cut, this edge cuts too. I'll show you in a minute. So we have this piece which I've already die cut, and see how that comes up. And I already stamped and die cut this greeting for someone who is wonderful in each and every way. That greeting comes from the Special Moments stamp set, which is a free SAB one with a $100 purchase. So this is one of the options you can get for free. It's a wonderful series of greetings. Thanks for brightening up my day. Just a card to say you're amazing. With sympathy, not symphony. Hang in there. You're holding it. Oh, so these kind of go together, some of them. What I said, I have something for you, and you're holding it. I couldn't wait for a special occasion. Thinking of you. Congratulations. I think you're wonderful. Happy birthday. And all variety of different fonts. The thing I like about you is everything. Just a little hello, hi from me. Good luck, thanks. Hello, sunshine. Hey, boo. It's okay to feel the feels. This is a very modern expression there. Where would I be without a friend like you? So this is the stamp set that I have used for someone who's wonderful in each and every way. And you just slide it in. And if you want it to really stay put a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue behind as you're putting on the back side. But I'm going to skip that for this time around. And I say that to use that instead of stamp and seal, because the stamp and seal doesn't give you much chance to adjust. And you can see we need to adjust to get it lined up evenly with the stitching on the other tag. So there, that looks pretty good. And I'm going to be putting it here, but I want to have a little more color for the background, and so I'm going to use this piece. Okay, so the pieces and the measurements. Okay, this one is 2 so this area is 2 by 3, and this is just 3 7/8 by 1 7/8. So it's just really a little bit smaller than the area. And I toyed with using this side so it would go along with the sides, but the pattern kind of is hidden by the tag. Hi, Linda. Glad that you're joining us. And Pauline, hello. And Vicky, yay. And Ro, wow. This is really cool, guys. Thanks for watching. For most of the time, I am so busy creating that I don't have chance to look at the comments. But trust me, I will respond to them when I'm through with the videotaping. So this will go on top like that. Okay, so for the sides here, it is, we need 2 that are 5 1/4 by 1 3/4. And if you'll notice, that leaves quite a bit of room around here. And I'm really kind of thinking that I should have, what I really would like to have done now, if I do it again, I will use a basic white card base, and I will take the fresh freesia and make just a narrow border around my designer series papers. I think that will make a little more contrast. But to be fast, I am skipping that layer. Okay, so I have these 2 that will go like this. And these are the ones that are 5 1/4 by 1 3/4. this area is 5.5 by 2. So put that one down. This will be on, we'll make a blog post with this and include the video in the blog post so that you can get the measurements, so you don't have to worry about writing them down right now. I did not buy the stamp set and bundle that go with this designer series paper because I've got plenty of flower ones, but there are ones that go with it. But I did want the designer series paper. I'm really a sucker for pretty papers. Okay, so now then I'm going to put designer series paper here. Let me get that shred out of there. And these pieces are 2 by 3. 2 by, no, 1 3/4 by 2, and I need to trim them down. Because I want to have an even border around. So I went 1 3/4. Come on, get over there. So each of these sections is 2 inches. I'm going to use this side. So these pieces are 1 by 1 3/4. So this is the 2nd month of celebration, and it's only 2 months this year. And they have added some new product to that you can earn. So if you go on, one of them is one of the kits that's available, and there's some embossing folders, I believe. So at any rate, go to my Stampin' Up! Store and check the website for the new additions to Celebration. Okay, so I'm not going to put anything here on these sides, on this side, because when you're standing up, you really don't see them that much. But I am going to decorate the back. And so again, I have 2 of 1 1/4. What did I do? Did I turn them over? Yeah, I'm going to use the floral side instead of the plain. This is 5 1/4 by 1 3/4. on there. One there. Okay, now I've got these smaller ones, and I'll bet you I'll have to trim them too. Yep. These I am going to put in here, and they are 2 3/4 by 3/4 inch. Yep, these need to be trimmed too. So these are 1 inch by 1 3/4. So it mostly takes just time to do your cutting, and then after that all you're doing is applying the designer series paper to it. Okay, now I need to grab a piece of basic white cardstock because I didn't get that prepared yet, so that you can write it. You can leave it blank like that to write in, but I will be right back. So this space is 2 inches by 3 inches. So I'm going to cut it. At 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. And that should fit in there just about right. That gives you room to write your greeting, your message, and to sign it. card folds up. So the points come out like this. Now let's put our greeting on. It's going to fit in there. And I'm going to close it up so that I make sure that I have it placed so the edges don't stick out over the edges of the card. Like there. There you go. So there you have it. Now you can add doodads up here and down here, but you have to be careful because you want to be able to close your card up. And so you have to be careful which way you make these flaps go to put it in the envelope. But there you have it. A fancy fold card. I do not know what to call it. Some sort of a pop-up card. This is what it looks like from the top. Oh, let me bring it out further. There. Now you can see it better. And this is the back side. And it says, for someone who is wonderful in each and every way. And I trust that you guys all will know somebody that's like that you can make this for. I think I might make some Valentine cards like that because there is a wonderful, let's see, where's my card? There's this beautiful, beautiful heart that is part of the Country Bouquet. It's a two-step stamp. I think it's gorgeous. And I think it would fit, you know, fussy cut around the outside. I think it would fit on this part really nicely. So I'm going to try that and make this again as a Valentine. And then along the sides of the, down here, I'm going to put this stamp, you know, stamp the hearts a couple of times. Unfortunately, the punch that goes along with the Country Bouquet that punches out the hearts is not available. It's sold out. The inventory sold out and won't be available until April 15th. So I had a punch and I sold it to one of my Dimmas downline, or one of my customers actually, because she could no longer get it. So I sent her mine instead. But you can easily fussy cut out those without too much trouble. So I'm not sure I will reorder it when it's available. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is Sue, the Soggy Stamper. Rain or shine, it is stamping time. My email is sue@soggystamper.com. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. My online store is creationsbysue.stampinup.net. My blog is soggystamper.com. And like I say, I will post this on my blog. My YouTube channel is The Soggy Stamper, and the video will be up there, as well as having it on my blog. Remember, this is celebration time. Also, remember that if you sign up as a demonstrator, you have the option of ordering one of these wonderful mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machines. It's lightweight, it's small, easy to travel. I like it because it fits here under my in my light box. But you can either get it in this color, or you can get it in Baja Blue. It's a beautiful, beautiful blue color. And the starter kit is $99. For an additional $30, you can get the Stamp and Emboss machine. the cut and emboss. Plus, you get $175 worth of product that you can choose to start your, to make samples and stuff like that to get started demonstrating cards. So if this is something you might be interested in, I'd love to have you sign up on my team. We're kind of scattered all over the United States, and so we keep in touch by email and by Facebook, and texting. Anyway, if you're interested, give me a call. My number is 907-401-0192, or go to my online store and click on join, and there's a lot of information there on what's required, the minimum for sales or for your purchasing, because you don't have to make this a big business, is $300 a quarter. I have been a demonstrator for started in 2001, so that's 22 years now. And I have, some years I've had a lot of sales, and other years it's been rather minimal, except for myself. And yet, I can't imagine not being a demonstrator. I love getting the discount. I love getting the chance to see and order things early. I love the products, and I love sharing my ideas with people online and in person. I joined so I could teach people how to enjoy rubber stamping as a creative outlet. So anyway, if you're interested, check with me. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again next Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock. I will be coming up with something else interesting, maybe a new fancy fold, or maybe, who knows, we'll see. Have a wonderful weekend, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.